Hi there, this is Vadim from Online Training for Everyone. And in this video, I'll share with you how to get prepared and pass an Amazon assessment test to make sure you get hired for your dream job at Amazon. Amazon is known for using a variety of assessments to evaluate candidates for different positions. Let's look into details for the most common assessments Amazon uses to hire the candidates. Number one type of assessment is online cognitive and aptitude tests. Amazon uses them to assess candidates' cognitive abilities, problem-solving skills, numerical reasoning, and logical thinking skills. These tests typically involve multiple-choice questions, and these tests are typically timed. Number two most common test Amazon uses is work simulation tests. These tests simulate real-world scenarios and assess how well candidate can handle specific job-related tasks and situations. Number three type of test is behavioral interviews to evaluate candidate past experiences, skills, and how they approach different situations. These interviews may involve questions about leadership, customer service, conflict resolution, and other relevant aspects. For technical and maintenance positions, Amazon may conduct technical interviews to assess candidates' knowledge and problem-solving abilities. Amazon may also look at technical skills and mechanical aptitude skills. These interviews typically involve data analysis, coding exercises, system design questions, or discussions on specific mechanical or electrical principles or technologies. And last but not least type of test is, depending upon the role, candidate might be required to complete writing exercises, such as drafting responses to customer inquiries or writing product descriptions. These exercises evaluate candidates' written and communication skills, as well as attention to details. In this video, you will have everything you need to get prepared an Amazon assessment test. Make sure to watch this video from the beginning to end, and if necessary, multiple times until you understand all the questions and know how to solve them easily. If you would like to practice with the most recent versions for Amazon assessment test questions, please make sure to follow the link in the description of this video and in comments of this video. And now, let's go ahead to get started so we can get you prepared. Very frequently, you might be presented with the question where you need to determine the relationship. This is one of these types of questions. You need to determine if CEO is to the company as choice A, quarterback is to football, choice B, director is to a movie, choice C, conductor is to orchestra, choice D, pilot is to plane, or choice E, chef is to restaurant. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the right relationship. This is not an easy question, but keep in mind that you have a choice of pausing this video and maybe thinking about it for 10 to 20 seconds to see if you can come up with the answer. Did you figure it out? Let me share with you my version of the answer, and obviously if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To understand the answer to this question, we need to understand who the CEO is. And the CEO, which stands for Chief Executive Officer, is responsible for making strategic decisions and overseeing the overall operations for the company. Knowing this information, let's build an analogy. CEO is to a company is as a leader to the organization. In the next step, let's look at the choices we're presented with and build similar analogies. For example, quarterback is to football is as a leader to the type of the sport. Choice B, director is to a movie, is as a leader to the final product of work. Choice C, conductor is to orchestra, is as a leader to the team. Choice D, pilot is to a plane, is similar to the leader of the machine. And last but not least, choice E, chef to the restaurant, is as a leader to the organization. As you can see, by eliminating the options that do not maintain the relationship, we found the correct pair of words that represent the correct analogy. Based on this information, the correct answer here is choice E, chef is to restaurant. Did you come up with a different solution? Please make sure to post your answer, solution, and rationale in comments. There's no better question to boost your IQ and brain power. You're presented with three expressions, and you need to find the missing item in the third expression. The first expression is B plus D equals F. The second expression is Z minus W equals C. And the third expression is D multiplied by E equals missing item. And you need to find and select the missing item out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, T. Choice B, S. Choice C, U. And last but not least, choice D, I. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the missing item. I'm going to give you a quick hint here. To solve this challenge, you need to know English alphabet. But it's one of the simplest alphabets available with only 26 letters. Are you ready? Let's move forward, so I'll share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. To solve this challenge, you really need to have a good understanding of English alphabet. And not just the alphabet, but also analytically understand that you can assign a number for each letter of the alphabet. I already mentioned that there are 26 letters in English alphabet, and this is probably one of the first things you study when you study English. So the letters would be A, B, C, D, and so on. And you can go forward, and for each letter, you can assign the number. For example, letter A will get associated with number 1. Letter B will be associated with number 2. C with 3, D with 4, E with 5, and you can continue up to the letter Z, which would be associated with number 26. With this cross-reference, let's see if we can get a better conversion between letters and numbers. For example, expression B plus D equals F, in reality, after conversion, would be 2 plus 4 equals 6, which makes mathematical sense. Let's look at the second one. Z minus W equals C would in reality be equal 26, which is the number associated with letter Z, minus 23, which is the number associated with letter W, which would be equal to 3. So the last expression, D multiplied by E, in reality would be equal 4 multiplied by 5, and would be equal to 20, which is associated with the letter T. So the correct answer here is choice A, T. Did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your answer and rationale in comments. To better understand the company and improve your chances to get hired, it's important to understand Amazon's 16 leadership principles that guide companies' culture and decision-making process. These principles reflect Amazon's values and leadership philosophy, shaping the company's culture and the behavior of all employees. 16 Amazon leadership principles have been designed to shape the behavior and mindset of Amazon employees. Number 1 principle is customer obsession. Leaders will start with the customer and work backward, ensuring the customer needs are the top priority in all the decisions and actions. Number 2 principle is ownership. Leaders act on behalf of the entire company, making ownership of both successes and failures. They think long-term and don't sacrifice long-term values for short-term results. Number 3 principle is invent and simplify. Leaders seek out new and innovative solutions, striving to simplify complex processes and eliminate unnecessary complexity. Number 4 principle is I write a lot. Leaders have strong judgment and good instincts, making a wise decision even in the face of ambiguity. They seek diverse perspectives and are not afraid to be wrong, but they also decisive when needed. Number 5 principle is learn to be curious. Leaders are never done learning. They constantly seek to improve themselves and their teams, embracing new ideas and seeking out opportunities to grow. Number 6 principle is hire and develop the best. Leaders hire and mentor exceptional people. They raise the performance bar continuously and help individuals achieve their full potential. Number 7 principle is insist on the highest standards. Leaders drive their teams to deliver high-quality products, services, and processes. They have a zero-tolerance policy for mediocrity. Number 8 principle is think big. Leaders create and communicate a bold direction that inspires and motivates others. They think expansively and embrace and encourage calculated risk-taking. Number 9 principle is bias for action. Leaders value calculated risk-taking and encourage their teams to act swiftly. They prioritize action and avoid unnecessary analysis and paralysis by overthinking. Number 10 principle is frugality. Leaders accomplish more with less. They optimize resources and eliminate waste, driving efficiency and maintaining a lean approach. Number 11 principle is earn trust. Leaders build trust with others through integrity, transparency, and accountability. They are open, honest, and do what they say they will do. Number 12 principle, drive deep. Leaders operate at all levels and are not afraid to get their hands dirty. They stay connected to the details and dive deep when necessary to solve problems. Number 13 principle is have backbone. Disagree and commit. Leaders respectively challenge decisions when they disagree, even when doing so is uncomfortable or may slow down the process. However, once a decision is determined, they commit and fully support it. Number 14 principle is deliver results. Leaders focus on the key input and deliver them with the right quality and in a timely fashion. They have a strong bias for action and drive their teams to achieve meaningful results. Number 15 principle is strive to be the Earth's best employer. Leaders work to create a positive and inclusive work environment. They listen to and support their employees and help them thrive both professionally and personally. And last principle, number 16, success and scale bring broad responsibility. Leaders strive to be leaders not only within their own teams, but also within the broader organization. They understand the impact of their decisions and various stakeholders and work to make a positive difference. Amazon's 16 leadership principles are the core part of the company's culture and are integrated into various aspects of the hiring process. These principles serve as a framework for assessing candidates' alignment with Amazon values and desired behaviors. Each leadership principle is considered individually as well as in the context of holistic evaluation of the candidate. Amazon aims to hire candidates who do not only possess the required skills and qualifications, but also embody the company's values and principles. When getting ready for Amazon's job interview and assessment test, make sure to keep this in mind. Familiarize yourself with these principles and reference them during your job interview to increase your chances of being hired. Here's an interesting cognitive abilities test question to see how well you can deal with abstract concepts. You're presented with 3 expressions. In each expression, there are shapes and numbers. The first expression is triangle plus triangle equals 6. The second expression is circle plus circle plus circle equals 12. And the third expression is where you have triangle plus circle and you need to calculate the end result of this calculation. Once calculated, you need to select the answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 5. Choice B, 7. Choice C, 9. And last but not least, choice D, 11. Take a close look to see if you can complete the calculations. Are you ready? Let me share with you my version of the answer here, and obviously if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. I mentioned abstract reasoning concepts because you need to associate each shape with the number. For example, in the first expression, we have one triangle plus second triangle equals 6. Both triangles are the same, which means that the one triangle's number can be calculated and associated with number 3. We can do similar math with the circles. 3 circles equal 12, which means that one circle would be equal to 4. So triangle equals 3, circle equals to 4, and triangle plus circle would be equal to 7. So the correct answer here is choice B, 7. Did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your answer and rationale in comments. Here's one of my favorite questions where you need to look at the image and calculate the missing number. You're presented with 4 triangles. One triangle in the middle is larger than the others, and it has number 3 inside. There are 3 other triangles at the tips of the big triangle. The numbers inside those smaller triangles, if we start with the bottom right triangle, are 5, 9, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 13. Choice B, 15. Choice C, 17. And last but not least, choice D, 21. Take a close look to see if you can complete the calculations and make the right choice. Did you figure it out? I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. If you are a frequent visitor to this channel, you know the rule. And the rule is to complete the calculations and solve the challenge, you need to understand the pattern. And the pattern here is very simple. It's a counterclockwise navigations when you do the calculations. You start with the smallest number 3, and then calculate number 5, calculate number 9, and then calculate the missing number. In this pattern, To calculate the next number in the sequence, you need to double the previous number and subtract 1. Let's look at the example. The first number is 3. To calculate the next number, we need to add 3 plus 3, then subtract 1, and the end result of this is 5. Let's go to the next number. 5 plus 5 minus 1 equals 9. That's how we got the number on top in the small triangle. And now let's calculate the missing number. 9 plus 9 minus 1 equals 17. So the correct answer here is choice C, 17. Did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your rationale and solution in comments. Here's one of those types of questions where if you are a frequent viewer in this channel, or maybe even a subscriber, you will be able to solve easily. You're presented with 3 patterns. 1 by 2 plus 3, 2 multiplied by 3 plus 4, 3 multiplied by 4 plus 5, and then comes the missing pattern you need to detect and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 3 by 5 plus 4. Choice B, 4 by 5 plus 6. Choice C, 1 by 3 plus 4. And last but not least, choice D, 5 multiplied by 2 plus 3. Take a close look to see if you can detect the pattern. Are you ready? The key is not to overthink this problem. And to detect the pattern, you need to look at the number in the left column. If you look closely, you will see that the numbers in the left column are 1, 2, and 3, which means that the next number in the sequence should be number 4. If you look closely, you will see that the numbers in expression increment by 1 with each math operation, so that the number in the final expression would be 4 multiplied by 5 plus 6, which matches the choice B. Did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your answer, solution, and rationale in comments. Here's an amazing question to test your spatial reasoning. You're presented with the 3-dimensional view, and you need to select view from the opposite side out of 4 possible choices. The choices are A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can select the right solution. Please look closely, as it may not be as easy as it seems. Are you ready? Because I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And if you have a better way to solve it, obviously please make sure to post in comments. If your answer to this question was choice C, you answered it correctly. There are 4 objects on the original 3-dimensional image. We have a duck, we have a basketball, we have a smartphone, and we have a hammer, which is barely noticeable on the original picture. And the easiest way to solve this challenge is to select one object and track it on the opposite side. I selected a duck, but you can as well select a hammer or a smartphone. It is a little bit harder with the ball because it's in the middle and it's a symmetrical object. So let's go back to the duck. If you look at the original image, you see that the duck is looking to the left, and it is on the left side of the ball, which means that if we look from the opposite side, the duck will be looking to the right and would be on the right side of the ball. We frequently see these types of questions on the test, so to help you solve these types of challenges, here are the views of these objects from different sides. Take a look at these objects from the right, from the left side, and take a look at this set of objects when duck and the ball have changed the position. I wanted to ask you, did you get to the same answer? If not, please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments, as well as you can supplement it with some tips on how to solve these types of challenges. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and help you to pass any test. If the content was helpful, please click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we'll make sure to deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials. I really appreciate you for your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become YouTube member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.